So I think we're ready to start hand building a sculpture. Question is, what do you make? It's kind of up to you, right? I'm going to suggest a few things. I'm going to show you a few samples, okay? And I'm going to show you how they were achieved, okay? Now, this piece, obviously I was using for demonstration, okay? It almost doesn't matter how you get the forms as long as they satisfy the criteria of having the proper thickness, no trapped air, and that it ultimately is hollow. And if it is hollow, there's a place for the air to escape. Even when I combine all this, if you look at the inside here, there's a place for the air to escape. Nowhere is there a locked air. Okay? So let's take a look at some options. Now, my number one option for you to experiment pretty much all these methods is to create a little environment. Okay? Textural landscapes is what I like to refer to them as. Some examples I did here is, I'm going to move this guy out of the way, is a coral reef. Okay. And here's another sample. And I had a few student ones as well. Now, the reason why I think this is such a cool project, there it is. The reason why I think this is such a cool project is because it's both specific and organic. Okay? It is replicating a real world thing, like a coral reef. Okay? But coral reefs are very organic and they grow in all different kinds of forms, so in order to really make it believable, it's more about the textures they present. Okay? They also offer a lot of neat little nooks and crannies and areas to experience. Okay? So let's look at this piece here, specifically the inside. It started out with a slab. That I basically kind of made this shallow pinch pot. Okay? And then I made another little pinch pot, and another one, and another one. And I started attaching pinch pots onto each other. And then I would manipulate those pinch pots. And I would press textures into them. Okay? And it would make this great little environment to run and play in. Now, how to plus that? Have your environment and have some sort of animal or creature interacting with it. This way it kind of tells a story, and you're combining some solid sculpture because this fish here is no thicker than a thumb. I could sculpt it without hollowing it out. So that's another fun little thing you can do. Let's take a look at maybe if you want to do just a single animal, and I'm going to show you this piece, which is in the process of being glazed. I guess it was just never finished. Now, how do you suppose this was created? Let's take a closer look. Okay. Usually with a sculpture, you have to figure out where the hollow parts are, where the thick parts are. Okay. I can tell you that the butt and the body are basically two cups put together. The head is yet another little cup vessel. The ears are solid because they're quite thin. The trunk is solid because it's not too thick. Even the legs, they're not very thick. Okay? They're totally acceptable thickness. So they're solid. So combining hollow elements with solid elements will achieve, this neat little creature. Okay? And of course, these are just like little slabs. The saddle here is a slab. Okay? But you may be wondering, well, does it satisfy everything? Is it proper thickness? I'm assuming. No trapped air. Oh, red flag, red flag. this looks like it could have trapped air in it. Uh-oh. So what the person has done is they've made a little air vent hole so that air right under the saddle here, and some people might, find a more appropriate place to put a little air hole, but that's where the air escapes from. So you have this pocket of air, all it needs is a pinhole, and psh, the air will come out. Okay? As long as it satisfies that, no problem. All right? All right. Even if you take something big like this, okay, not that different. Not that different. This back piece, a slab. This front piece started as a slab. Okay? I just wrapped kind of a tube and a slab together, and then I started adding little pieces on it, carving into it. Before you know it, you got a gargoyle. All right? So, the first project, real project, is about utilizing hand building techniques. Whether it's just making multiple cups, attaching them together, adding some coils, adding some slabs, working wet into wet, or if the clay starts to dry out, score and slip. That's kind of your choice. So, of course, I will have some more specific parameters available to you, but as far as the video is concerned, I just wanted to show you some samples and the approaches used to make them.